Hello, friends. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what lies beyond those twinkling stars? Imagine a time when people believed that everything in the universe revolved around the Earth. The stars, the sun, and the planets were thought to dance around us, as if we were the center of everything. But during the Renaissance, some daring minds began questioning these old beliefs. These stargazers and scholars peered into the mysteries of the cosmos and changed the way we see our place in the universe forever. The Renaissance wasn't just about beautiful art, grand architecture, and powerful patrons. It was also an age when curiosity about the natural world flourished. Across Europe, thinkers and scientists began exploring ideas that were considered radical at the time. While Italy was the heartbeat of the Renaissance, its intellectual waves reached far beyond, touching lands where astronomy and science took new shapes. Let's talk about Tycho Brahe. Now, Tycho wasn't your typical astronomer. He had a golden nose. Yes, you heard that right. After losing part of his nose in a duel, he wore a brass replacement. But beyond his flashy appearance, Tycho had a sharp mind. He observed the stars with unmatched precision, gathering data so detailed that it would become the foundation for future breakthroughs. Yet, Tycho believed in a slightly odd model of the universe. He thought that the sun revolved around the Earth, but the other planets revolved around the sun. It might sound confusing now, but back then, this was a big step forward from the old beliefs. Then came Johannes Kepler, Tycho's assistant. Kepler didn't just stop at observing the stars, he wanted to understand their movements. After years of studying Tycho's observations, Kepler revealed something groundbreaking. Planets don't orbit the sun in perfect circles. They move in ellipses. This discovery wasn't just a minor correction. It shattered centuries of belief and laid the foundation for modern astronomy. Kepler's laws of planetary motion would later help explain how gravity governs the movement of planets. His work connected the dots between the heavens and the Earth in a way that no one had done before. But while some were busy gazing at the stars, others were trying to understand the world beneath our feet. Across Europe, there was a surge of interest in exploring Earth itself. Maps were redrawn, seas were crossed, and new lands were discovered. The age of exploration brought back not just spices and gold, but also new ideas. Observations of the skies in the southern hemisphere challenged old models. The universe seemed far larger and more complex than previously thought. Meanwhile, astronomers in other parts of Europe were building on these discoveries. In Denmark, Christian Longomontanus, one of Tycho Brahe's students, continued refining astronomical observations. In England, Thomas Digges supported the idea of an infinite universe, a concept that sounded outrageous to many at the time. Imagine believing that the universe had no end when most thought it was a neat, enclosed system. The Renaissance also saw advancements in tools that allowed better observation of the skies. Instruments like the astrolabe and armillary sphere helped scholars measure the positions of stars with remarkable accuracy. These tools became essential for navigators exploring new sea routes, linking astronomy to the practical needs of sailors and merchants. But not all discoveries were met with applause. Questioning the universe's structure meant challenging the established order, including the church. Many thinkers had to tread carefully, sharing their ideas in coded language or private circles. The tension between science and religion became a defining feature of the Renaissance, shaping how knowledge would be pursued in the centuries to come. It's fascinating to think that all these scholars, with their different ideas and sometimes conflicting theories, were part of a larger movement. They were united by a shared desire to understand the universe and humanity's place within it. Their work paved the way for future generations, changing not just science, but also philosophy, religion, and art. As we reflect on these pioneering minds who gazed at the stars, we realize that their true achievement wasn't just in the discoveries they made, but in the questions they dared to ask. They shifted humanity's perspective from a universe centered around us to one where we are just a small part of something vast and mysterious. And speaking of mysteries, what happens when curiosity turns inward, when the focus shifts from the stars above to the inner workings of our own bodies and minds? Well, that's a fascinating journey we'll take next time. Stay tuned, because the Renaissance had more than just stargazers. It had explorers of the human body and mind who laid the groundwork for something revolutionary.